Here.
Mr. Arthur,
Here.
Ms. Shudak,
Here.
and Mr. Kazire.
Present. As you are able, would you please rise with me to observe a moment of silence, followed by our Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight to recognize our students, your children, your students. We've got a few formalities to get out of the way, but once we've rolled through those, we'll make sure we honor your students appropriately and give them time to be photographed in front of the banner. Before us now, we have the approval of our agenda. Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by... Yes, is there questions? No, okay. All those in favor of approving the, I think we might need to turn that off, thank you. Approving the agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed, same sign, and the agenda has been approved. Before us now, we have approval of previous board meeting minutes. Is there a motion?
I'll move approval of the minutes from the work board meeting of April 13th, 2021 as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. And the motion to approve our minutes has been approved. Now is the time for public participation. This is an opportunity for members of the public to address the board regarding agenda items or items that they feel are a matter of concern. If there is anyone who wishes to address the board, please present yourself to the podium and state your name. Seeing no movement to the podium, we will move forward with our superintendent's report. Dr. Murillo, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Kazire. First, I want to say thank you to all the parents for coming out this evening so we can celebrate your students and also our employees of the month. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Ostrowski to join me at the podium. I just turned to Mr. Kazire and said, we need a bigger boardroom. Wouldn't that be nice? But thank you for coming, and we apologize for the tightness with the social kind of physically distancing as much as we could. This is as far as we could get seats in, but hopefully we'll be quick. We got a lot of stars tonight.
That's my clue.
And Ms. Ostrowski, the floor is yours.
Wonderful and good evening, and thank you so much for allowing me to introduce to you some fantastic students. We are very proud of them and also proud to partner with our school's foundation in order to provide recognition to our students and staff. We thank them for their sponsorship of the trophies, the stars, and for the entire year's program. First, we're going to start with our Iowa Governor's Scholars. 4 members of the Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson High School class of 2021 were honored this past weekend at a ceremony hosted by Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds. This is part of the Governor's Scholar Recognition Program. It recognizes students for consistent academic excellence during their high school careers. Our Governor's Scholars this year are Daniel Fitch and Rolando Martinez Rico from Abraham Lincoln High School, and Julia Neitzer and Cassidy Powell from Thomas Jefferson High School. Daniel received his star earlier this evening so he could make it to his soccer game. Thomas Jefferson and Abraham Lincoln are playing on the field tonight, so we'll be looking for updates on the score. As I call the other honorees here tonight, I invite each of you to come forward while your parents and others with you this evening stand. I will also ask each of you to let me know what your plans are following high school so I can share those as well. Congratulations, and we will start with Rolando Martinez Rico, please. Congratulations. All right. How about Julia Neitzer? Rolando, what are your plans next year? Oh, I should have you do it. Yes. There you go. Let's hear your voice.
Yeah, so I will be pursuing my bachelor's degree at UNO, doing pre-medicine, and then I will be taking a program where I'm automatically accepted into med school already at UNMC, so I'll be doing that after my bachelor's degree.
I'm going to be attending the University of Iowa to study actuarial science.
And then we have Cassidy Powell.
I'm going to be studying industrial engineering at the University of Kansas.
Okay, good. And okay, we'll move on to the all-state speech. Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson High Schools had an incredible showing at both the large group and individual Iowa High School Speech Associations competitions this year. Students are coached by Courtney Abbots, Dirk Waller, and Matt Schmidt, who are all here this evening to support the students and help us celebrate. In order to qualify for all-state recognition, 2 of the 3 judges had to nominate the performances as the most outstanding performance from the entire day in that category. AL and TJ combined returned 8 individual and 4 large group recipients. Below are the results, and I'm going to share with you. For large group, even though it's called solo mime, it's a large group category. Jeanette Rice, please come forward to have us celebrate you.
We're gonna find it. Hold on. Maybe got, there it is. Oh, there we go.
There you go, I'll have you present it. Okay. Molly Higgins, Rolando Martinez Rico, and Andres Valdez Perez for radio broadcasting, a group project.
Do we want to keep going before we take pictures?
Yes, that'd be fine. Okay, for the individual categories, Cadence Berhaney has 2 all-state bids, and that's for expository address and after dinner. Cadence, come forward. She's got 2. Here's her other one. Yep. Kayla Whitworth for reviewing. We'll figure it out. We're all smart. Molly Higgins for expository address. Chloe Brooks, solo musical theater. Gabby Job for prose. Macy Wilson could not be with us tonight, but she earned All-State in solo musical theater. Tegan O'Shea for improvisation. And these are your 2021 All-Staters. Don't be shy if you want to come up and get a photo, parents. Oh, yes. Courtney, Matt, Dirk, would you like to join us for the photo, please? Okay. They're going to be kind of behind. There you go.
How about Mr. Kozar and I going back and sponsors? Will you guys join us? Come on.
Oh, good. This is awesome. Okay, Kelsey's going to take a quick one in this one. There you go. Everybody in.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Over here.
Where are we looking now?
The paparazzi. Just aim to the paparazzi.
Congratulations again.
And we can get some out by the banner. Okay?
We need to have one of them do their piece for us.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. All right. We're also proud of our students from HOSA. Students competed in the annual or the Spring Leadership Conference for the Health Occupation Students of America. Students who placed in the top 3 in their category at the state conference are eligible to compete in the virtual HOSA International Conference in June. We want to recognize each of them tonight. They're joined by CTE Coordinator Paul Hans and Instructor Patty Pettit, who, by the way, I'm pleased to share is the Iowa HOSA Advisor of the Year. I will read each of the students' names along with their state achievements and present them and have Dr. Merlo present them with the student star. First is Stephanie Pacheco Gomez. She received 2, and I'll go ahead and name her as she's coming forward. 3rd place for Cultural Diversities and Disparities and 3rd place for Home Health Aid. Congratulations, Stephanie. No, it's on both.
Oh, it's on
Yeah,
both.
both of
Oh,
them are on that one. We just snuck it all in that same star.
Okay.
Okay. Brandy Sidario, 2nd place for Cultural Diversities and Disparities. Our next HOSA honoree is also the Outstanding HOSA Leader for 2020-21. His name is Braden Moore, who also earned 1st place in Home Health Aid and 3rd place in Pharmacology. Braden? Melanie Martinez Perez, 1st place CPR First Aid and 2nd place Home Health Aid. Congratulations, Melanie. Madison Rattay, 1st place CPR First Aid. Sarah Long, 1st place, Health Career Photography. Blanca Guevara Rangel, 1st place, Community Awareness. Did I pronounce that correctly? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, good. Linda Roque, 1st place, Community Awareness. And these are your HOSA International qualifiers. Mrs. Pettit, would you join us up front, please? And Mr. Hans? Oh, there he is. Paul? She said I could have almost joined him tonight if I had a patch. Come on up and take pics. 1, 2. We're good. Want to? Go ahead. Okay. Almost got away. We'll post these on the website and social media as well. If yours don't turn out perfectly, okay. She asked if she could say something. Okay. And I'll get out of the way. Yeah, me too. Where is he? Where is he? Okay. All right.
Okay. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our school board administrators for their support. We would also like to thank our Council Bluffs School Foundation for their generous donation to allow us to compete in this conference. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we're moving on to our VEX Robotics champions. They competed in several tournaments, I think, but the VEX Robotics tournament held most recently allowed them to qualify for the world's competition. And this is a pretty amazing feat, and we are so proud of our students across the district for their participation. We have 6 teams that qualified for Worlds. The first one is from Franklin Elementary, and this team, it's called Baby Yoda. You'll notice they're all fun names. Team won the Elementary Excellence Award, ranked 548 out of 1,497 teams. They're coached by Sarah Lang, and I'll call their names. Ellie Wunderlich. Alex Large. And Charlie Sharp. Okay, Charlie couldn't join us tonight, so we'll make sure she gets her star, won't we? Okay, I bet Mrs. Larson can bring that to her. Okay, do you want to get this team alone? Okay. Your coach, do you want your coach to join you? Is she here tonight? All right. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have the next team is from Wilson. They're the Z Zombies. They won the Teamwork Championship Award, Robot Skills, and Middle School Excellence. And they ranked 392nd out of 1,508 teams. We'll first call on McKenna Sorensen. And Ella Dunlap. And Anson Heineck. And finally, Logan Sullivan. Who's your coach? Logan here. Okay, all right, good. Okay, all right, let's take pictures. That's who wasn't here. Is Logan here? Oh. Okay. The next team is the Killer V's from Wilson. This team won the Teamwork Championship and the Amaze Award and ranked 443rd out of 1,508 teams. Jaden Fuji. Jaden. Alex Wenderlich. Tommy Harmon. And Alan Arthur, who couldn't be with us this evening. There you go. Coach? Yeah, you could. Awesome.
Nice job getting jackets.
That's Mr. Arthur. Yeah. Mr. Arthur, one of our school board members, is one of our experts in robotics, and so I'm sure you're having fun listening to this celebration. Oh, and a coach, of course, and so is Mrs. Arthur. All right, Wilson's team, the Hive. This team won the Design Award and ranked 338th out of the 1,508 teams. Jasmine Large. Kendall Bell. Okay. Ashley Ronk. Caleb Myers. Okay, yeah. You guys are the Hive W, right? Okay, and then we've got the Hive B. And this team earned Teamwork Championship, ranked worldwide 507 out of 2,333 teams at the high school level. Chase Kolsky. TJ. Brandon Witzel. Dylan Carmen. Yep, this is TJ. And there's another TJ team. Do you want to do that together? Yeah. Okay. Team J Full Metal Jackets earned the Excellence Award, ranked worldwide 973 out of the 2,333 teams. They're coached by James Crum. Kara Ronk. And I believe your teammates couldn't be with us tonight, Alondra Cruz and Alyssa Arthur. We congratulate them as well. And Coach Crum, would you join us for the photo?
Great job, jacket.
Yeah, everybody else had it on, so.
Yeah, maybe the oddball.
And Kelsey will be taking pictures out by the banner if you want more pictures, now that you have your stars. So congratulations to all of our students and their achievements. We're going to move on to our employee recognition portion of our celebration this evening. And first, I'd like to introduce to you our licensed staff member of the month, Sarah Buckholt, Edison Elementary math coach. Sarah, would you join us up front? Sarah, we're going to talk about you just a minute.
Okay, as long as it's good.
It's all good. Sarah Buckholt is, quote, all in for Edison. Exclamation point. In her coaching role, she is supportive and inspirational as a partner to our teachers. She leads our yearly scholarship drive that provides a scholarship to at least one senior Eagle each year. And if there's fun to be had, Sarah Shirley is leading the way from our winter reindeer games to our spring field day. Her passion for math, learning, and all things Edison comes through in everything she does. And here's a few comments from her colleagues. Sarah is constantly providing teachers her all every moment of the day. She is quick to help, quick to listen, and always willing to go the extra mile for anyone. She's a great coach, and I am so happy she is here at Edison. Congratulations, Sarah. Yeah, she's out there with us. Okay, I'll take 2 or 3. And our support staff member of the month is Jennifer Blair, Curd Middle School Counseling Center Administrative Assistant and Registrar. Jennifer. And she's joined here by Principal Amanda Jens, who might as well come forward for the photo too. Jennifer, I'm going to read a little bit about you if I could. Jennifer was nominated by the counseling team, which I think is a great honor by your peers, right? Yes, thank you. Yes. Jennifer took this job in our counseling center, they said, during the registration time in spring of 2019. She was our go-to person when the multitude of parents called trying to navigate our new world this spring. Jennifer embodies kindness and competence while being an in-house mentor to many students. They look forward to seeing her face on a daily basis. Congratulations to Jennifer.
And Mr. Kozar, that concludes our superintendent report.
Well, thank you very much. I'd just like to add that anytime we can gather and recognize our fantastic students and the achievements they have accomplished, as well as our staff, it is a right and joyous occasion. So thank you for taking the time, board, to recognize those students and those staff members that took time out of their evening to be recognized. Before us now, we have 3 resolutions for this evening. The first being the approval of the Edison HVAC work, followed by approval of the nutanix virtual data center, then followed by discussion on the approval of our second reading of policies. On the first Edison HVAC work, do we have a motion?
Move to approve the bid from Rasmussen Mechanical in the amount of $913,557 with alternate 1 for HVAC work of Edison Elementary School.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
And we're able to use ESSA dollars for this? Yes. Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Just to remind everybody, this was to do some major mechanical work at Edison. Mainly, the biggest concern was ventilation air for being able to take care of indoor air quality issues that we've been having at Edison Elementary School. So before us now, Mr. Wilson, would you please call the roll regarding the approval of the Edison HVAC work?
Dr. Ogres,
Yes.
Mr. Minshaw,
Yes.
Mr. McGlade,
Yes.
Mr. LaFurla,
Yes.
Mr. Arthur,
Yes.
Ms. Shudak,
Yes.
Mr. Kazire.
Yes, and the resolution has been approved. Before us now is the nutanix virtual data center approval. Is there a motion?
I'll move approval of the purchase of the nutanix virtual data center to CDWG in the amount of $192,658.34.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, before us we have a resolution to approve the nutanix virtual data center purchase. Mr. Wilson, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Minshaw,
Yes.
Mr. McGlade,
Yes.
Ms. Shudak,
Yes.
Mr. Arthur,
Yes.
Mr. LaFurla,
Yes.
Dr. Ogres,
Yes.
and Mr. Kazire.
Yes, and the resolution has been approved. Before us now, the second reading policies, we have open enrollment, policy 504, student medication administration, 517, alternative means for graduation credit, 608, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, 609, field trips, policy 620, early graduation, policy 626, policy 627 is student assessment program, policy 632 is virtual online learning, followed by policy 905, advertising in schools. The accompanying administrative regulations are 517.2, dealing with the authorization of asthma and airway constrictive disease medication, self-administration consent form. Administrative Regulations 609.1, musical instrument display night. Regulations 620.1, field trip / student travel procedures. And finally, the Regulation 905.1, advertising in schools regulation. Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve the second reading as presented for the policies you stated.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion regarding these policies and regulations? Hearing none, before us now is a resolution to approve the second reading of our policies, followed with the policy regulations. Mr. Wilson, would you please call the roll?
Ms. Shudak,
Yes.
Mr. Arthur,
Yes.
Mr. LaFurla,
Yes.
Dr. Ogres,
Yes.
Mr. Minshaw,
Yes.
Mr. McGlade,
Yes.
Mr. Kazire.
Yes, and the resolution to approve the second reading of policies and regulations has been approved. Before us now, we have our consent agenda items involving business items, which include the 2020 through 2021 attendance center enrollments, preschool community partner agreements, the Google Suite Enterprise for Education. We have special education contracts with Timberline Billing Services, also with the Iowa Department of Transportation Motor Vehicle Division, Skip the Trip program, as well as contracts for student placements outside of our district at One Oak, Sioux City Community School District, and the Utah Holly Day School. We have personnel actions as well as claims and accounts. Do we have a motion to approve this consent agenda?
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, before us, we have a resolution to approve the consent agenda. Mr. Wilson, would you please call the roll?
Dr. Ogres?
Yes.
Mr. Minshaw?
Yes.
Mr. McGlade?
Yes.
Ms. Shudek?
Yes.
Mr. Arthur?
Yes.
Mr. LaFurla?
Yes.
Mr. Kazire?
Yes, and the resolution has been approved. With that, our business has been concluded for this regular business meeting, and we are adjourned.